Welcome to the Water Walks. Water's flowing slowly today. It's a sunny, warm day today. I think there's some rain coming though. Get out and get that vitamin D, eh? Try to be in the sun as much as possible. Of course, you don't read much of that from the official government advisories, right? They just tell you to take your vaccine. They don't tell you lose weight, try and be as healthy as you can, eat good food, get out in the sun. Can't make money from that, can you? Well, actually, good food. People that grow and create good, healthy food, they benefit from it. It's not a complete economic loss. Best water in the world. Almost forgot to wash it out. Yeah, I think the rain's coming. There's a bit of a wind coming. slightly darker clouds here, but there's blue sky there. Oh yeah, feel that wind, eh? Ooh, it's a cool wind. Cool winds often mean rain. Maybe it's coming, wind's coming this way. But then it's a valley, it makes sense. It come up this way. And not a valley, it's a hollow, really. Hey, so a few people, not many, but a few have said to me, oh, that they sometimes watch these water walks, but not always. I mean, a little, almost apologetically, but not quite. Almost. Anyway, that they watch some, but not all, and quite often not the whole thing. And I just want to say that I'm great with that. I love that. They're not really here. I don't expect people. I mean, sometimes these are ridiculously long, right? Like 40 minutes of basically me pouring water in a jug and then walking along a trail. It's really... Oh yeah, there's something coming. Oh yeah, better get going. Anyway, part of it's for myself, of course. I mean, I love to get, no matter what, it gets me out in the forest once a week, even if I'm busy doing stuff, you know. I'm out, I usually go out more than that, but not always. And it's also, so there's that personal aspect, right? But it's also a kind of documentation for me. So I'm documenting, the angles are, at this stage, the angles are almost always the same. Like this angle, I put my phone on a little selfie stick against my pack. I face it this way, and then I walk down the trail. It's almost always the same shots, right? Holy jeez. Oh. Gotta be careful with these winds, eh? Branches come down all the time. I was telling someone that, oh, I should be afraid of COVID. It's like, look, man, look where I live. I ain't gonna get COVID out here, but falling branches. Anyway, so it's like a documentation of the place, and I guess in a sense the ritual of it. You know, the ritual of gathering water every week. So it's a multi-layered thing. It's also, some friends have said that they get a lot from them. You know, during stressful times, they get a lot from them. I guess seeing me sitting out in the woods or something. Anyway, I just want to say that that's all good, eh? I'm good with all that stuff. Yeah, I'm just, oops, can't even see me. Let's get the selfie stick going. Yeah, okay. Probably not in focus, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm totally agree with that. Check in, check out, have a look, see what's going on in the mountain, on the mountain here. It's always a little different, but it's almost always the same too. Anyway, I'm gonna pack up and get walking. There's a change happening. There's a change in the weather today. I can feel it. I'm not gonna rush though, because it's not coming now, but soon, this afternoon maybe, we'll get a big heavy rain or something. Okay, see you in a bit. Off we go. Hey, I was just thinking something. I'm gonna switch over to the usual view. First part of the walking is the usual view of the trail. You can see the trail from behind this time for a bit. Anyway, just something that's been in my mind and observing a lot to do with fear, eh? I think I've been mentioning this on my walks anyway already, but a lot of fear. I see it here in Thailand. I see a lot of people just... Some are consumed by fear. Others, it's just like this heavy blanket of fear that's laid over, even if it's not overtaking everything. And for certain, where I come from, like in Canada and stuff, it just, as far as I can tell, it's just everywhere, you know. And it's turning into a, I don't know what word to use. I've been, okay, because I'm an asshole. I've been calling people and their like celebratory vaccine taking Facebook posts as like being part of a cult, right? It's a joke, right? But it's not without its truth, you know? It's like, I just like, come on, guys. It's like, it's quickly becoming a fundamentalist religion / cult, right? Pretty soon, the people that don't have a vax passport, maybe, I don't know, maybe it won't go here. I hope it doesn't. Maybe it won't be everywhere, but the risk of the people without their vax passport could be the modern day, you know, the sinners. The sinners need to be burned at the stake, or at least not allowed into grocery stores. Anyway, besides all that quasi-conspiracy stuff, which I have to say I find interesting and compelling, but the level of fear, I'm not sure if I'm surprised. I'm a little surprised, you know, but not completely, I guess. People are, I don't know. Anyway, that's enough. That's my main point. I could go on, but I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna switch over to the trail view. There we go, trail view, haha. And I'm gonna shut up so y'all can listen to the birds and the insects. Love this, eh? I try to take a shot of this every time. This is a great example of change. This is in the 6 years I've been here. This tree and the tree that's slowly slowly chipping away, the dead one. Every time it's a little different. If you were to go back 5 years, you'd see a big difference. wind again. It's not a windy place here, by the way. So when winds come, it quite stands out, you know. My mom was saying over in Chiang Mai that they had some winds that were 35 kilometers an hour, which is a lot actually for this part of the world. But geez, where I live down near Pincher Creek and Lethbridge, that whole area east of the Crow's Nest Pass. Holy crap! 35 kilometers an hour would be a nice little breeze, you know. I mean, a decent breeze, not nothing. But there were winds there where I, in my 170 to 175 pound self, just under 6 feet tall, could actually lean into the wind. Like physically lean into the wind. Be held up. A little, not, tons, but enough. Okay. Wow, so beautiful, eh? I'll do my usual flip the camera at the rock of transition. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Look at that, eh? Oh, my shoelaces are coming loose. Okay, I'll just finish the video and then tie my shoes up. The rock of transition! Transition! Ooh, it's a magical place. Anyway, just about done with the trail part. I'm gonna head home. Gonna continue working on this guitar I'm working on. Just doing I think today might be the last French polish session, or French polish day. Probably do 3 sessions. But we'll see how it looks. I love French polishing, right? But I'm always like, oh, it's not perfect. It's just always how it is, right? You find I get into this tunnel. Like from a foot away, it looks so beautiful. Then I start looking at it like, oh, da-dum. It's like, oh my God, it's not perfect. It's evil. Oh God, whatever will I do? Anyway, it's the nature of it, I suppose, of a hand-rubbed French polish finish on a guitar that takes, a week or 2, depending, I guess. Anyway, it's beautiful in its own right, and I try to remember that old, I don't know if it's real or not, but that old Guatemalan weaver trick. They always put a flaw in it, because only God's perfect. Don't forget. So I try to think the same way about my guitars. An expression of beauty. An expression of love of nature. Of how we are nature. We are. Right? Try not to be afraid. I understand fear. I get it. If you can pull out of it for even a short time, I think you should. Maybe being out in the sun helps reduce fear a bit. Right? Being out, maybe meeting some friends, Be careful. Take your, don't take whatever precautions you need. Get out in the sun. Get out in the forest if you can. If you like that kind of thing. Some people don't. Some people hate the forest. Which is, for me, like, why is that? But fear, Anyway, that's enough for today. I'll see you on the flip side probably next week. Okay, ciao. Have a great week, everyone. À la prochaine!